My name is Ozo.
My name is Ima Ehumadu, aka La Vista.
My name is DK, aka Mama Chinedu.
Keep watching Rapid TV.
You are watching Rapid TV.
Shout out to Rapid TV.
Hey, Rapid TV, Carigo.
The biggest, the finest, the only Rapid TV.
Rapid TV.
Yes, keep watching.
Don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial.
Keep watching Rapid TV.
This is me giving a rapid response to Rapid TV.
Good evening and welcome to Rapid Television News at this time. My name is Cynthia Agbo. We'll begin the news first with the headlines. President Tinubu appeals to Nigerians to shelve planned hunger protest. Nigerian Senate passes 70,000 naira national minimum wage bill. CBN raises interest rate to 26.75%. Death toll from Ethiopia landslide rises to 146. Tobia Musa is Paris Olympics team Nigeria flag bearer. Details of these and more will come to you in the bulletin. We'll be right back. President Bola Tinubu is urging Nigerians to cancel a planned protest against economic hardship scheduled for next month. The protest, dubbed End Bad Governance, has been gaining traction on social media and is set to take place across all states and the Federal Capital Territory in August. According to Information Minister Mohammed Idris, President Tinubu has asked the organizers to shelve their plans and await the government's response to their grievances. The president believes there is no need for the protest and the government is willing to address the concerns of the Nigerian people. The planned protest is a response to the country's worsening economic crisis sparked by the government's policies on petrol subsidy removal and forex windows. Nigerians are facing skyrocketing prices of food and basic commodities and one of the worst inflation rates in the country's history. The government has warned against the protest, citing concerns it could turn violent like the EndSARS protest in 2020. And as the country grapples with growing calls for good governance and accountability, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has sounded a note of caution to those planning to take the streets. With the End Bad Governance protest gaining momentum, the police chief has made it clear that while citizens have the right to express their grievances, no attempt should be made to resort to violence. Our correspondent, Irene Okechukwu, has the details.
Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has cautioned citizens against planning violent protests that could lead to loss of lives and property. He made a statement during a conference with strategic police managers in Abuja, where also highlighted the police achievements in the fight against criminality.
We must ensure that these protests do not snowball into violence or disorder. As a nation, we have had more than our fair share of violent protests, which with rather dastardly consequences. Our position is that the proposed violent protests are ill-advised and should be jettisoned forthwith. We have the responsibility to protect properties and everyone, irrespective of their race, color, ethnic, or tribe, who are lawfully embarking on their daily activities. We recorded remarkable successes in the fight against criminalities in the last 1 month, manifesting in the arrest of a total of 1,284 suspects nationwide, and the recovery of 284 firearms, 6,702 ammunition, 107 vehicles, and we rescued 97 kidnapped victims.
The IGP also announced the launch of the Police Green Initiative on July 25th, aimed at addressing environmental and security challenges.
We will formally launch the Nigeria Police Green Initiative, which we had discussed at some of our previous meetings. A green initiative in policing refers to the adoption of environmentally friendly practices, technologies, and policies that minimize the negative impact of policing activities on the environment. This includes reducing energy consumption, reducing waste, and promoting sustainable transportation. We considered delving into energy security and championing some aspects of advocacy for green economy through an initiative we publicly declared at the last COP28 held in Dubai last year, 2023.
From Abuja, Irene Okechukwu, Rapid TV News.
In a move to resolve the controversy surrounding the tenure of the Inspector General of Police, President Bola Tinubu has taken a bold step. He forwarded the Police Act Amendment Bill to the House of Representatives seeking to amend the tenure of the Inspector General of Police. This development comes as the current IGP Kayode Egbetokun, who was appointed in June 2023 for a 4-year term, is due to retire in September 2024 when he turns 60. The proposed amendment aims to clarify the tenure of the IGP, which has been a subject of debate in recent times. The current Police Act stipulates that the IGP serves for 4 years or until he reaches the mandatory retirement age of 60, whichever comes first. However, President Tinubu's amendment seeks to allow the IGP to serve out his 4-year term, even if it exceeds the retirement age. The House of Representatives is expected to deliberate on the bill and make necessary input before passing it into law. If successful, the amendment will put an end to the uncertainty surrounding the tenure of the IGP and allow Kayode Egbetokun to complete his 4-year term. In the meantime, Nigerians are eagerly waiting to see how this will play out, as it has implications for the leadership of the police force and the country's security architecture. The Nigerian Senate has speedily passed a bill to increase the national minimum wage from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira. The bill, which was sponsored by Senator Abu Ibrahim, was passed after a thorough debate by the lawmakers. They argue that the current minimum wage has been unrealistic due to the rising cost of living and inflation. The Senate's swift action on this bill is seen as a response to the growing demand for a higher minimum wage by Nigerian workers. The passage of this bill is a significant milestone, but it's not yet law. It will not be sent to the House, now be sent to House of Representatives for concurrence before being transmitted to President Muhammadu for assent. If signed into law, the new minimum wage will bring relief to many Nigerian workers who have been struggling to make ends meet. The Appropriation Act Amendment Bill 2024 seeks to amend the Principal Acts to provide the sum of 3.2 million naira for renewed hope infrastructure projects and other critical infrastructure projects to be undertaken across the country. The amendment also includes a one-time windfall tax on foreign exchange gains realized by banks to fund capital infrastructure development, education, healthcare access, and public welfare initiatives.
35 trillion 55 billion 536 million 770,218 naira only, of which 742 billion 786 million 788,150 naira only is for statutory transfers. 8 trillion 270 billion 960 million 606,831 naira only is for debt service. 11 trillion 268 billion 513 million 380,853 naira only is for expenditure. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that House do receive the report of the Committee on Appropriation on a bill of an act to authorize the issue from the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation the total sum of 35 trillion 55 billion 526 million 770,218 naira only, of which 1 trillion 732,788,150 naira only is for statutory trespass. The Speaker has so moved.
The amended budget will now be sent to the Senate for concurrence. We'll keep you updated on any further development. In a significant development in the National Assembly, Senator Zenwa Onyewuchi, representing Imo East Senatorial District, has defected from the Labour Party to the All Progressives Congress (APC). The defection was announced by the Senate Majority Leader Michael Okpeyemi Bamidele during plenary on Tuesday. Senator Onyewuchi's decision to leave the Labour Party was attributed to the crisis within the party. In his letter, he cited the constitutional provision allowing him to switch parties as the reason for his defection. This move brings the total number of APC senators from Imo State to 3. The defection was witnessed by Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, who is also the chairman of the APC Progressive Governors Forum. Governor Uzodinma was present in the Senate chamber with his team to welcome Senator Onyewuchi to the APC. The senator was subsequently ushered to take his seat at the APC wing of the Senate chambers, where he was welcomed by his new colleagues. A member of the House of Representatives has defected from the African Democratic Congress to the ruling All Progressive Congress. The lawmaker Salman Idris, who represents Kaba Bunu Ijumu Federal Constituency in the Green Chamber, officially announced his political decision in a letterhead on the floor of the House on Tuesday by Speaker Abbas Tajuddin.
Point of order. Constitutional point of order. Mr. Speaker, constitutional point of order. Honorable and Idris. Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Constitutional order. Do you think you even, Mr. Speaker, Constitution? I remain Honorable Ali Issa, the voice of the majority.
However, the Minority Whip Ali Issa raised a point of order citing Section 68 of the 1999 Constitution and called for the seat of the lawmaker to be declared vacant.
Section 68 clearly stated a member of the House or Senate, a member of the Senate or House of Reps shall vacate his seat if, then you go to G of the Constitution, being a person whose election to the House was sponsored by one political party, he became a member of another political party before the expiration of his tenure.
But the point of order was dismissed by Speaker Abbas. The Minority Caucus in the House of Representatives has called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. The call was made during a meeting in Abuja where over 180 lawmakers from minority political parties adopted a motion moved by Representative Obi Agwocha. Agwocha, who represents Ikwono, Umuahia North, Umuahia South Federal Constituency, emphasized the need for a common front within the Minority Caucus to address Kanu's detention and its implications for national peace, stability and unity. He urged immediate and strategic engagement with stakeholders to advocate for a peaceful and political resolution. The Minority Caucus, comprising lawmakers from the People's Democratic Party, Labour Party, and other opposition parties, believes that dialogue and reconciliation are the best options for dealing with Kanu's case rather than prolonged legal battles and confrontation. To hope that a political solution can pave the way for enhanced national integration and restore trust among various communities. The Abia State government has pledged to settle outstanding salary arrears of approximately 18 billion naira owed to tertiary institutions in the state inherited from the previous administration. This commitment was made during this week's. We'll now go on a short break. We'll be right back. You're still watching Rapid Television News. We'll bring you that report subsequently. Just give us a break. We'll be right back.
Hey Stars, get more value for your money with StarTimes Upgrade promo. Recharge 1 month on Nova, Basic or Classic Bouquet and get upgraded to the next bouquet to enjoy exciting top shows like Hidden Truth,
even if something happens between you,
For the Crowd,
because I share this apartment.
Celebrity Cook-Off.
Okay, viewers.
Now, by the time we use half of it, the food goes sweet well.
Prize of Passion, and more. If you're on Super Bouquet, recharge for 1 month and get an extra 5 days free. La Liga is back on StarTimes. Anticipate, family.
Rise and shine with Rapid Dawn, your essential morning companion only on Rapid TV.
Start your day with us. We bring you the latest news, engaging discussions, and a fresh perspective on issues that matter.
From weather updates to our wellness tip, interesting recipes, and our trendy conversations every Tuesday to the weirdest of talks on Wednesday, Rapid Dawn has got you covered. So grab a coffee and join us every weekday morning on Rapid Dawn. Let's greet the day together.
Rapid Dawn, weekday mornings at 7 a.m. only on Rapid TV. Join us and wake to the dawn of a new day. See you in the morning.
My name is Akio Sakido.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Leo Bliss.
My name is Akava, go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV. And I love Rapid TV.
Shout out
Rapid TV.
Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV.
This is Rapid TV.
Rapid
TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it melted down.
Leave it like that.
All right, welcome back. We're talking about Abia State, where the government has pledged to settle outstanding salary arrears of approximately 18 billion naira owed to tertiary institutions in the state inherited from the previous administration. This commitment was made during this week's Executive Council meeting chaired by Governor Alex Otti. Our correspondent Onwuka Kingsley has more in the story.
Commissioner for Information and Culture, Prince Okekalo, disclosed this while briefing journalists over the outcome of this week's Executive Council meeting, presided over by Governor Alex Otti. He informed that the payment will commence in August with 1.5 billion naira to be disbursed monthly over the next 12 months. According to Carlo, Governor Otti during the meeting directed the Accountant General to ensure the immediate payment of all outstanding monthly salary of APSU staff for both verified and unverified staff within this week.
During the course of the weekend, the Excellency had cause to meet with the Vice Chancellor and members of Council, the Governing Council of Abia State University, to discuss issues concerning all outstanding salaries and arrears in the university. In the course of the meeting, he directed the Accountant General to ensure that within the week, all outstanding salaries are paid, and that the verification, and this will apply to both those who have been verified and those who have not been verified. The governor also committed to offsetting all outstanding arrears owed by the immediate parts of government, which is estimated in the region of about 18 billion naira. The payment of the arrears will commence in the month of August, and the payments will be done in tranches of 1.5 billion per month for the next 12 months.
On his part, the Commissioner for Finance, Mike Apara, clarified the exact amount of arrears of salaries owed by tertiary institutions in the state.
When my colleague, the Commissioner, said that the total sum that was approved for repayment with respect to salary being owed to workers in the past administration, he said about 18 billion, which is right. But for clarity, I want to state
Mo Major, look at you.
The Nigerian Army has handed over another rescued Chibok girl, E. Abdul, to the Borno State government. The Theater Commander, Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hadinkai, Major General Y.D. Chouaibu, made the presentation during a ceremony in Maiduguri. Abdul's rescue brings the total number of Chibok girls rescued through military operations to 19. According to the Acting General Officer commanding GOC 7th Division Maiduguri, Brigadier General A.G.L. Haruna Abdul, was rescued on June 23 with 2 children by troops during an operation in Sambisa Forest. She was 14 years old when abducted in 2014 and is now 24, pregnant and a mother of 2. Abdul was forcefully married to several terrorists while in captivity, including one who was later neutralized by troops. In addition to Abdul, the Nigerian Army also handed over 330 other rescued persons to the Borno state government, comprising 110 women and 220 children. The rescued individuals have undergone medical examinations and are receiving necessary care. The military has reiterated its commitment to rescuing the remaining Chibok girls in captivity and continuing its efforts to combat terrorism in the region. In a bold move towards a cleaner, greener and more affordable transportation system, the presidential compressed natural gas CNG initiative launched by President Bola Tinubu in October 2023 has embarked on a sensitization campaign in Lagos. The initiative aims to provide cost-effective alternatives to Nigerians following the removal of petrol subsidies. Our correspondent Esther Omelo brings us the highlights of this crucial meeting with transporters and stakeholders.
The rising cost of transportation with a spiral effect on the shortage of foodstuff for Nigerians explains why the Presidential Committee on Natural Gas is going around motor parks across Nigeria.
Over 150 of you will today physically, you will collect your voucher to go and take your vehicle to CNG.
This stems from the removal of fuel subsidy to cushion its effect on socio-economic activities, most especially on commuters.
Nigerians should believe. I think that's the most important thing. We should believe. There might be challenges, but we must believe. This is our country. We have no other country. So support this program. Support Mr. President. Don't be negative about the possibility. The possibility here is only positive.
The presidential CNG initiative also aims to reduce effects on the ozone layer.
CNG is cheaper, is cleaner, is safer, and is more reliable. 40% less tailpipe emission, 90% less pollutant put in the air. So definitely there's an advantage to using CNG for the environment. We're already flaring gas. So what we are saying is that instead of flaring gas, we should turn that gas to use of our economy and make sure that we drive our economy with gas, which is cleaner.
The mission to motor parks is to mobilize and also give free conversion kits to transporters in the quest to reduce the cost of moving goods and passengers.
We have provided places for you where the conversion will be done. One of them is going to be done right here. We have provided for you where you will buy the CNG gases. We have at Ilasa, we have at Agidingbi, we have at Ikeja, we have on the island, we have in Ikorodu, we have in Embe, Iborozuku, and in Mushi. There is nowhere we don't have it. You will be able to buy at 200 to 250 naira.
The Presidential Committee on Compressed Natural Gas Initiative has been to 14 states, and the plan is to reach all states across the Federation in line with the presidential directive. Esther Omelo, Rapid TV, Lagos.
You are still watching Rapid Television News at this time. Don't go anywhere. Still to come, CBN raises interest rate to 26.75%. Foreign sports and more coming your way. We'll be right back.
Hey Stars, get more value for your money with StarTimes Upgrade promo. Recharge 1 month on Nova, Basic or Classic Bouquet and get upgraded to the next bouquet to enjoy exciting top shows like Hidden Truth,
Even if something happens between you,
For the Crowd,
Because I share this apartment.
Celebrity Cook-Off,
Okay, viewers.
And now, by the time we use half of it, the food goes sweet well.
Prides of Passion, and more. If you're on Super Bouquet, recharge for 1 month and get an extra 5 days free. La Liga is back on StarTimes. Anticipate.
Right. Rise and shine with Rapid Dawn, your essential morning companion only on Rapid TV.
Start your day with us. We bring you the latest news, engaging discussions, and a fresh perspective on issues that matter.
From weather updates to our wellness tip, interesting recipes, and our trendy conversations every Tuesday, to the weirdest of talks on Wednesday, Rapid Dawn has got you covered. So grab a coffee and join us every weekday morning on Rapid Dawn. Let's greet the day together.
Rapid Dawn, weekday mornings at 7 a.m. only on Rapid TV. Join us and wake to the dawn of a new day. See you in the morning.
My name is Akio Sakido.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Theo Bliss.
My name is Akava, go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV. And I love Rapid TV.
Shout out to Rapid TV. Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV.
This is Rapid TV. Rapid TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it meltdown. down.
Leave it like that.
And welcome back. In a show of support, 58 member states of the World Trade Organization, WTO, have backed a proposal from the African group for Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala to serve a second term as Director General. The proposal was made at a meeting of the WTO General Council, with members praising Okonjo-Iweala's hard work and achievements during her first term. The African group requested that Okonjo-Iweala make herself available for a second term, with the process of reappointment to begin as soon as possible. The 70-year-old Nigerian expressed gratitude for the support and said she was favorably inclined to serve another term, but would announce her intentions soon. Okonjo-Iweala, the first woman and African to lead the WTO, assumed office in March 2021 for a single 4-year term set to expire in August 2025. She is eligible for reappointment and has a distinguished career as a development economist, including 25 years at the World Bank and serving as Nigeria's finance minister twice. Godwin Amunde is up next with some more business stories.
Hello, welcome to Business News Update. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has again raised the monetary policy rate, MPR, which measures interest rates by 50 basis points from 26.25% to 26.75% amid soaring inflation and skyrocketing food prices. CBN Governor Olayemi Kadaso announced this after the Apex Bank's 296th Monetary Policy Committee meeting in Abuja on Tuesday. The Monetary Policy Committee decided on the rate hike on the basis of persistent food inflation despite 3 consecutive hikes. According to Kadaso, these decisions were hinged on the success of the monetary policy, in addition to other measures by the fiscal authority to address food inflation. The CBN chief says the MPC committee would continue to tighten rates as a key tool in addressing inflationary pressures. The Imo State government in Nigeria and Digital SME have signed Memorandum of Understanding to launch a digital skills development initiative aimed at enhancing the state's digital economy. This partnership, according to a statement on Monday, aligns with the African-European Union Partnership's digital development goals and aims to strengthen both parties' digital ecosystems through freelancing, mentorship, and digital skills training programs. The parties says the freelancing program will connect European companies with digital professionals from Imo State, providing these professionals with valuable development opportunities. The initiative is expected to improve socio-economic conditions in Imo State with a particular focus on empowering the local female workforce, the statement highlighted. The president of Digital SME, Dr. Oliver Grun, said that the partnership with the Imo State government will open up more opportunities for European digital SMEs who will be able to benefit from insight into tech market dynamics in West Africa and access to local talent. Further, they noted that the mentorship program will link European businesses with young people in Imo State, offering them guidance on digital careers and the knowledge needed to succeed in both national and international market. Of course, to wrap it up on Business Tonight, India's finance ministry on Tuesday lowered the country's fiscal deficit target to 4.9% for the financial year ending March 2025, a revision from 5.1% during the pre-election interim budget published back in February. That target will then fall to 4.5% or lower for financial year ending March 2026, India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said during the announcement. Capital expenditure will remain at February's target at 11.11 trillion Indian rupees, equivalent to $133.9 billion or 3.4% of GDP in fiscal year 2025. Elsewhere, the corporate tax rate on foreign companies is also slated to be reduced to 35% from 40%. The budget outlined. The government also plans to abolish the angel tax for startups.
And I love Rapid TV.
Shout out Rapid TV. Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV.
This is Rapid TV. Rapid TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it rev down.
Leave it like that.
And now moving on to the foreign scene, a devastating landslide in southern Ethiopia has claimed the lives of at least 146 people, with the death toll expected to rise. The disaster occurred on Monday in the Giz Gofa district of Gofa zone following heavy rains in the mountainous region. Local officials confirmed the latest toll, warning that the search for survivors is ongoing and the number of dead could increase. The landslide has claimed the lives of 96 men and 50 women, with rescue efforts hindered by the remote location of the affected area. The South Ethiopia regional state has been experiencing severe weather conditions, including flooding and mass displacement due to the short seasonal rains. The Gofa zone is located approximately 450 kilometers from the capital, Addis Ababa, and the disaster has sparked a massive rescue operation, with locals using their bare hands to dig through the dirt in search of survivors. Arthur Brooks is on standby for more stories on the foreign scene.
Hello, welcome to today's international news. First, young Ugandans have been mobilizing online for the march to demand an end to high levels of corruption and bad governance. They have been inspired by their counterparts in Kenya, whose recent mass protests forced their president to axe plans to increase taxes. Bobby Wine, a former music star, real name Robert Kyagulanyi, denied them NUP was organizing the protest in Uganda. However, he said his party supported efforts to protest against injustice, corruption and misrule. He accused the security forces of being cowards who had blocked roads leading to the NUP offices in Kampala. Police spokesman Kituma Resoke told reporters that the NUP's activities raised a red flag. Bobby Wine is the strongest challenger to Mr. Museveni, who has held office for 40 years. He is popular among young people and arrested on numerous times. He was first elected to Parliament in 2017 and ran against Mr. Museveni in the 2021 election. Meanwhile, protesters in Kenya have threatened to occupy the main international airport in the capital, Nairobi. On Tuesday, the protesters are demanding President William Ruto's resignation. 50 people have been killed and 413 injured since the demonstrations on 18th of June. Now to Tanzania, where Information Minister Nape Nnauye has been removed from post following an outcry over comments he made suggesting elections could be rigged. Mr. Nnauye was filmed at a rally on 15th of July saying that he would help a fellow ruling party MP win the 2025 election. He added that election results are not necessarily those in the ballot box, rather depend on the person counting and making announcements. Following a public backlash after the video went viral, Mr. Nnauye said he was joking. President Samia Hassan sacked him from the cabinet Sunday as part of a reshuffle. She did not give reasons. He said there are various methods to ensure a win: legal, half legal and illegal. Many Tanzanians criticized the former minister, arguing that he had violated the principle of electoral democracy. CCM, or Chama Cha Mapinduzi party, has been in power since 1977, with opposition leaders accusing it of winning elections through fraud and repression. The Electoral Commission, however, denies rigging. He was first appointed as Information Minister by the late President John Magufuli before being removed in a reshuffle. He will now be replaced by a former Land and Housing Minister, Jerry Slaa. Finally, the USA. Vice President Kamala Harris has secured the support of a majority of Democratic delegates to become the party's presidential nominee. A survey Monday said she had received endorsements of more than 1,976 delegates needed to win the nomination in the first round. That means Ms. Harris is on course to be the party's standard bearer and take on Republican Donald Trump in November's presidential election. It becomes official when party delegates hold a roll call vote ahead of next month's Democratic National Convention. No one has publicly stepped forward to challenge Ms. Harris since Joe Biden left the race on Sunday. Since Mr. Biden's announcement, millions of dollars in donations have poured into her campaign, and leading Democrats have lined up to support her bid as Democratic nominee. She said the Biden-Harris campaign has always been about two different versions of the future of the country, theirs and Trump's. One focuses on the future, the other focuses on the past. She said Trump wants to take our country backwards. She also noted Mr. Biden's accomplishments, saying her time serving as his vice president was one of the greatest honors of my life. Before Ms. Harris took to the stage, President Joe Biden thanked aides and told them to embrace Ms. Harris because she is the best. He vowed to remain fully engaged on the campaign because democracy was at stake. And thanks for being part of the news. Have a fantastic evening. I am Arthur James Brooks.
And now moving on to sports. The Nigeria Olympic Committee and Sport Ministry have announced Tobi Amusan as Team Nigeria's flag bearer for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Amusan, the reigning world champion in the 100-meter hurdles, will lead the Nigerian team at the opening ceremony on July 26, 2024. She is one of Nigeria's top medal prospects, having set a world-leading time of 12.40 seconds earlier this year. Anu Oluwapo Okoyori, a seasoned badminton player, has been appointed as the general team captain. Okoyori has represented Nigeria since 2017 and has won several international titles, including the African Championships and African Games. He will provide leadership and guidance to the Nigerian team in Paris, drawing on his experience to inspire his teammates to achieve their best results. The appointment of Amusan and Okoyori reflects the high expectations for Nigeria's athletes at the Olympic Games. Both individuals have proven themselves on the global stage and have poised to lead Nigeria's charge for glory in Paris. The country is counting on them to make a significant impact and bring home medals. Andy Murray has confirmed that he will retire from tennis after the Paris Olympics, marking the end of an era in the sport. The 37-year-old, a two-time Olympic champion, plans to compete in the singles and doubles event at his 5th Games. Murray announced his decision on social media, saying that competing for Great Britain has been the most memorable part of his career. Murray's retirement comes after years of struggling with injuries, including a metal hip and ankle damage. He has slipped to 121 in the world ranking and has been forced to undergo multiple surgeries. Despite his physical limitations, Murray remains proud of his achievement, including 3 Grand Slam titles and 2 Olympics gold medals. Murray's retirement followed that of fellow tennis great Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic, also nearing the end of their careers. A new era is dawning on tennis. The Paris Olympic will be Murray's final tournament, and he will be remembered as one of the greatest tennis players of all time, known for his dedication, passion and achievement on the court. Transfer talks are heating up as Saudi club Al Ahly sets its sights on signing Atalanta's winger Demola Lookman. The Nigerian international has been in high demand, with another Saudi club, Al Ittihad, previously showing interest earlier in the summer. However, Al Ittihad ended their pursuit after failing to reach an agreement with Atalanta. Now, Al Ahly has entered the mix, according to transfer expert Rudy Galati. The Saudi club will need to meet Atalanta's steep demands, with reports suggesting the Italian side wants around 70 million euros to let Lookman go. The 26-year-old has been impressive, registering 17 goals and 10 assists in 45 appearances across all competitions for Atalanta last season. Lookman's impressive form has also caught the attention of top European clubs, including Manchester United, Bayern Munich and Chelsea. Nigeria's Super Saiyan Eagles are set to return home after a thrilling 5-4 win over host Mauritania in the Beach Soccer Africa Cup of Nations qualifying match. The team led by coach Abdullahi Issa came from behind to secure the victory. Their win marked the team's first international game in 5 years, and they did it in style with goals from experienced players Emeka Ogbonna, Emmanuel Owoferia, Victor Tale and Taiwo Adams. The match was an action-packed encounter, with Mauritania having the deficit to end the first period 1-2. The hosts then took the lead in the second period, but Nigeria equalized through Victor Tale. Mauritania again took the lead early in the third period, but Nigeria's Taiwo Adams and Tale scored to give the Super Saiyan Eagles the win. The return leg is scheduled to hold at Murtala Mohammed Square in Kaduna on Saturday afternoon. The Super Saiyan Eagles will be looking to build on their momentum from the first leg and secure a spot in the Beach Soccer Africa Cup of Nations. With their impressive performance in the first leg, Nigeria's chances of qualifying looks bright. Let's now take entertainment.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment News. Nigerian skit maker Brain Jota has met with legendary highlife singer Mike Gentleman Ejaga. Ejaga's song Kesi Lonye Isioche recently gained widespread popularity after Brain Jota used it as the soundtrack for his viral dance moves. The dance involves participants facing opposite directions, walking towards each other, performing a funny leg dance, and then chasing each other to the chorus. Go, 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 go. Brain Jota's first Instagram clip of the dance, shared on July 5, garnered nearly 1 million likes by July 21. On TikTok, similar videos have been viewed massively. The trend has also seen over 1,000 recreations on TikTok, with many Nigerians, including celebrities, jumping on it. On Sunday, Brain Jota expressed his desire to meet Mike Ejaga. By Monday, he shared a photo with the highlife legend on Instagram, expressing his joy over the meeting and hinting at a forthcoming story. He captioned the photo where he was seated beside Mike Ejaga and his hand across his shoulder. "So happy I did this, story coming soon," unquote, and later posted a video of his meeting with a music veteran. The move has since garnered warm reception, with many grateful to Brain Jota for the kind gesture. After the release of our critically acclaimed sophomore album, The Year I Turned 21, Ira Star is set to take on the famous stage of The Tonight Show featuring Jimmy Fallon. The award-winning sensation is expected to perform songs from her new album, including Last Heartbreak Song featuring American R&B star Giveon. With her upcoming performance on The Tonight Show, Ira Star joins Wizkid, Tems, CK, Burna Boy, Ashake, and Rema as Nigerian artists who have performed on the late-night American TV show. Ira Star's global rise is marked by her performances in notable festivals, including a recent showing at the Glastonbury Festival, where she shared the stage with Chris Martin of Coldplay ahead of a landmark collaboration with the British band. And finally, American R&B star Chris Brown, his confidant, Cinco Siege, rapper Yella Beezy, and the corporation Live Nation have been named in a $50 million lawsuit in connection with a series of alleged attacks that occurred on Brown's 11/11 tour in Fort Worth, Texas. The new lawsuit accused the singer of orchestrating the assault of 4 men backstage at the Fort Worth stop of his tour on July 20, according to TMZ. The plaintiffs, Larry Parker, Joseph Lewis, Charles Bush, and DeMarcus Powell, claimed that they were invited backstage and escorted there, along with 40 women, for a post-concert hang, but ended up being assaulted. According to the suit, Bush said he went to congratulate Brown for a successful show, and he ordered his men to beat him up after one of them reminded him of their beef. He claimed he was surrounded by 7 to 10 men of Brown's men who punched and kicked him. He also claims an Entourage member known as Hood Boss threw a chair at his head. The plaintiffs said they suffered severe injuries and had to undergo various medical treatments. Their attorney, Tony Bursby, said at least one of them remains hospitalized and vowed to bring Chris Brown to justice. In addition to the $50 million in damages, the plaintiffs have also filed for restraining others against Chris Brown, Beezy, and Cinco Siege. Chris Brown and his team are yet to react to the allegations. And that's it on entertainment. The news continues.
And that's the much we can take on the news at this time. Before we go, a recap of our major stories. President Tinubu appeals to Nigerians to shelve planned hunger protest. Nigerian Senate passes 70,000 naira national minimum wage bill. CBN raises interest rate to 26.75%. Death toll from Ethiopia landslide rises to 146. And in sport, Toby Amusan is Paris Olympics Team Nigeria flag bearer. Thank you so much for staying with us. My name is Cynthia Agbo. Do not forget that you can follow us on our social media platforms. Visit our website for more interesting content. Do have yourself a pleasant night rest.
Have a significant foothold in many national parliaments.
My name is Akio Sakido.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Leo Bliss.
My name is Akava. Go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV. And I love Rapid TV.
Shout out Rapid TV. Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV. This is Rapid TV.
Rapid TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it down.
Leave it like that.
Rise and shine with Rapid Dawn, your essential morning companion only on Rapid TV.
Start your day with us. We bring you the latest news, engaging discussions, and a fresh perspective on issues that matter.
From weather updates to our wellness tip, interesting recipes, and our trendy conversations every Tuesday, to the weirdest of talks on Wednesday, Rapid Dawn has got you covered. So grab a coffee and join us every weekday morning on Rapid Dawn. Let's greet the day together.
Rapid Dawn, weekday mornings at 7 a.m. only on Rapid TV. Join us and wake to the dawn of a new day. See you in the morning.
Hey Stars, get more value for your money with StarTimes Upgrade promo. Recharge 1 month on Nova, Basic, or Classic Bouquet and get upgraded to the next bouquet to enjoy exciting top shows like Hidden Truth,
Even if something happens between you,
For the Crowd,
Gonna share this apart, friend.
Celebrity Cook-Off,
Okay, viewers.
Now, by the time we use half of it, the food goes sweet well.
Prides of Passion, and more. If you're on Super Bouquet, recharge for 1 month and get an extra 5 days free. La Liga is back on StarTimes. Anticipate.
My name is Akio Sakiodula.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Theo Bliss.
My name is Akava. I go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV. I love Rapid TV.
Shout out Rapid TV. Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV. This is
Rapid TV.
Rapid
TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it down.
Leave it like that.
From where I sit, the Russian-Ukraine war is one that could have been avoided. Unfortunately, it commenced in the manner that it did. And one must understand the history of this war. It must be understood in the context of the collapse of the Soviet Union and the re-emergence of the Russian Federation as we know it. And of course, we know what then happened with the former component states of the Soviet Union, with the Ukraine herself going through a referendum and becoming a republic, and the Russian Federation becoming what it is now. And the assurances in the 1990s by NATO that they would not allow former countries in the former Soviet Union, which are geographically contiguous to the Russian Federation, to become members of NATO. It is in this context that for a long time Ukraine was seen as a country that would remain neutral in the sense that it would not join NATO. The same was true of the Baltic states of Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia. The same was also true with Finland, and many of those who understand history will always understand, depending on where you sit, the doctrine of Finlandization. And this was meant to give Russia the comfort that there would be no military threat to you. And successive American heads of states and successive leaders in Ukraine post the collapse of the Soviet Union have behaved in a manner that was consistent with that agreement in order to ensure peace. Comes Zelensky, then he takes a totally different path. And he takes the path of saying that we are no longer going to be, in his words, a satellite state of Russia. And come an administration in the United States of America under Joe Biden, which thinks that we've got to reclaim our territory and expand, effectively reneging